Before I even met her, I knew she was my type. Little J's on with the great top. I know you been through some shit. I've been through shit too. You get the ice coffee, I get the green juice, and I ain't never on that lovey-dovey. But she make a nigga wanna man. God. Two chains with the black and roller, gray face on the gold Daytona. We getting money, yeah. I like everything about you, love, but I'm never gonna press you, love. I just met you, love, and I can tell you really fuck with me. Flight out east to have lunch with you. If you ain't elevated, what you doing, love? Yeah, I seen dude, but you can step it up. I'm talking luxury, house out the way, me and you. I know you got your own shit, love. I got my own too. Let's take a walk. I know it's all cloudy and shit, but I can brighten up the day. You should be my, but it's some rules. You talking to a different type of dude, a different type of life. I'm a different type of lose. Man, damn. I'm a different type of lose, yeah. Look, I'm a different type of lose, yeah. What a good girl like you won't believe like me. But you gotta know, you gotta know. I'm a different type of lose, yeah. Look, I'm a different type of lose, yeah. How you doing, love? You seem stressed out. You had a long day. Let me work you out. I like your style. Kinda perfect to me. Anybody tell you different, man, that nigga tripping. I don't gotta lie to you. I know that I'm fly to you. See you going hard, baby. You know that I'm proud of you. Love, I never doubted you. You know I pay attention. Yeah, got a lot of goals written down. I'm about to make it real. Harder than my plastic shit. Ready to check my messages. First class flight, baby, I'm on my way. Cause when I'm with you, love, you brighten my day. But you gotta know, man, damn, I'm the different type to lose, yeah. Look, yeah, I'm the different type to lose, yeah. What a good girl like you won't believe like me. But you gotta know, you gotta know. I'm the different type to lose, yeah. Man, I'm the different type to lose, yeah. Man, what's up, baby? You gotta fuck with you too, you know what I mean? I'm getting to know you, you getting to know me, you know what I mean? We just met.
All right, welcome. Nicholas Conti here, representing King Visions Forex. Back again with another weekly preview for you guys. Got some great trade setups lined up, and we're gonna walk you through some of our analysis. If you guys have any questions, comments, pairs you want to take a look at, feel free to actually drop it in the comment section. I am monitoring it now. The more interaction we get, the longer I stay on, the more pairs we'll go through. And end goal is for us to also catch some pips and get some profit in our accounts. So we'll go ahead and take take a deep dive real quick into some of these things we're looking at. So this week, big thing on the agenda is inflation. We have a little bit of a sentiment here. We see that the ratios that a lot of the commodity assets have gained throughout this year. So we can see copper at 98%. Stocks have inflated or went up 33%. We have, an inflation expectation of 8%. Now, even the Fed is starting to take notice or take heed of some of the inflation that's playing out in the marketplace, whether it's the housing market, food costs. Now, FOMC participants or some of the Fed members are starting to change their views of the risks actually more to the upside or elevated. We also had the Fed. which Fed member was that? Kaplan, Robert Kaplan of the Dallas Fed. He actually moved his dates up to next year, so he's looking for tightening or a rate hike as soon as 2022. This example here is going to be of policymakers increasingly starting to be more concerned with inflation. So we have the inflation narrative starting to play out, and based on that, we're seeing some different moves that could potentially play out in the market. So first, we want to take a look here at Euro USD. We've been bearish of this pair since the 122 level. Catch some a nice move down. Took a little profit off the table. Now we're actually watching this after last week's kind of puke to the downside. See a little pullback, a little basing in the market. So the way we want to play this is, it'll probably help if I get my levels up here. So the way we want to try to play this is if we do get any type of pushback up towards this 120 level, it's going to be a nice resistance area. Key support, we see price bouncing and being contained multiple times here. So any moves close back up to this 120 area would be selling opportunities for us. As far as playing this trade fresh, we want to look to get past this 119 round number, and we'll look to participate to the short side. So currently we're in this trade. Our stop is right around this 120.40 level. May help if we change the color here. So that actually be our potential, our stop loss. If we move up here, taking that on stop, we'll be looking at this any movement up as selling opportunities. Just a correction of some of this oversoldness that's in Euro USD. So longer term, we are dollar bulls. We're looking for some strength to come into the dollar. We'll take a look at that here shortly. Next chart that we want to take a look at will be AUD USD. Let's clean up this chart. So we got a better view here of AU. And we can see how it's pretty much followed our projection pretty much to a T. We were watching this. We've seen a nice move off of this supply area, came down. We've been in this trade since the 77 levels. Actually entering into this currently. Any moves up, we're still going to be looking at that as selling opportunities. Fresh entry, looking past this 75.50. Give you an actual aggressive entry. If you want a more, you can actually wait for this double bottom to break. Now we're looking for AU longer term to come all the way back down to the 70 level. We got 72 in there between. We can also see the shaping of something like a little, kind of like a head and shoulders, what most of you guys may be familiar with, or also a Quasimodo level, because you have a little bit of a humpback or an extended right shoulder, and we'll get to drop down lower. So definitely we're looking to come back down to this demand zone. Previous demand, keeping everything in contained. We see price come up, come back, retest, or even here we break above, retest, and we take off. So we're looking for price to come back and at least come and test this. Longer term, again, the 70 level. Now, another thing we do implement into our trading is we like to have an understanding of what's going on in the greater marketplace. So iron ore has been on a huge tangent. We did get a little slight correction. We pushed back up to the upside. So one thing we do notice is that even though iron ore pushed up, we noticed that I still didn't gain any strength from it. So any moves down in the iron ore prices will actually add weight to AUD/USD, further giving that move potential or velocity or volatility. So standing in line with our projections, look for this move here. Next trade we want to take a look at, we're going to switch over here to the CAD pairs. We got about two more for you guys, unless anybody comes on and recommends any pairs, have any questions, anything like that. So next pair I want to look at is, let's take a look at USD CAD. Now, you guys do know, if you follow us, we are very dollar bullish at this point in time. We actually caught a lot of the reversal, push back up here. We hit one of our take profits, came back currently, um, retrace a little bit of that, and we're at this double resistance area. So, uh, looking to play off of this move up. Any moves down will be potential buying opportunities. I do like the look of this setup. You can see we pushed off, we took off to the race, we broke this basing area we were waiting on, pushed off, came back, retest, then we pushed off. Now we're coming back to actually check the previous level of support, and we actually have some nice tails forming. So any move, if we do get any move down, come and test this actual line, we'll be looking to participate in the long side of the market. Our targets are 126, and then greater, longer term, we could come all the way back up to this 128. So looking forward to this particular trade. I think we did have a couple more things on here. Let's see. And some of our trade plan or ideology that allow us to catch this nice spike back to the upside. So we covered this in our previous week's videos. You guys feel free to look us up on YouTube, follow, um, or like this actual page, and definitely can keep in tune with some of the things we're actually looking at and monitoring in the market. So this gave us a nice indication that the bottom had formed, pushed off, we got confirmation, and we enjoyed a nice run up of about 300-400 pips. So next trade we will look at. Oh, and one other thing we did. So speculators, we like to look at our favorite smart money indicator, and this is a has me leaning more towards the long position in UCAD. Is we have the speculators heavily long, we have the commercials going against them heavily short. Now this is going to be CAD USD, so it's going to be inverse to the USD CAD. But we do see that while we are looking at the speculators to get overran and the stops to get hit. Now this does gives us the more of the confidence in to understand understanding of the psychology of the chart to be able to feel more secure with trading these positions, or realizing that there is a lot more speculators that could be taken out on stock. So nice. What we do with this tool is we like to look for a nice, huge divergence. If you guys aren't familiar with the COT, uh, smart money hedgers, or COT net traders positioning, feel free to look at some of our older videos. We do cover this in a little bit more detail. So again, looking long on this 126, 128. Want to tuck our stops beneath this double resistance. Now, last trade we'll take a look at. We might take a look at two more. Last one trade definitely that I do want to actually facilitate or participate in is going to be this USD or Euro CAD. Now, we can see huge, nice volatile move back to the downside. Now we have momentum actually slowing, and we actually have a double bottom forming in the market. So look for this potential move up. We do see this coming down. We see the decrease in volume, decrease in volatility, and we also have the COT on our side. Now, as far as euro, and I didn't speak about this in the euro USD trade, the euro is going to have a tougher time economically going forward. There's the need for additional stimulus, especially in poor nations. So, mainly with the USD looks to be recovering better going forward compared to euro, but also with the CAD, we are looking for the euro to longer term, or the euro to weaken versus the CAD. Now, one last thing I do we did forget to cover over US CAD is we want to look at oil prices. So if you guys notice, I'm giving you a few different links that you guys could actually look at, back test, and we'll be able to give you guys some leading indications into price. So we want to pull up real quick the oil market and showing you guys some of these links. So we've been having a very nice rally. We're starting today. Get to our daily chart. So nice rally. But we're coming into some resistance here. Right around 75. See that resistance. So moves down in this, and actually oil will weaken the commodity currencies. So back to ECAD, we do see CAD still actually doing a lot better going forward than the euro. So interesting trade we're looking at. Again, we're long this pair, looking to go back up to 150, 152, around the 152 area. And we got our stops tucked between this double resistance here. Last thing, we'll actually get off of here, try to make this a little shorter. Like the actual structure, got a nice basing pattern. Look at these candlesticks. We can see nice tails beneath price. So we're looking to get some momentum, especially if we break above the EMA here. You guys, that'll be a great signal for us to go ahead and go to the long side. So moves above this for fresh entries be a nice move and tuck your stop beneath this candle tail. So quick, we got about 4 different trade setups we're looking at for this week. You guys, again, got any questions, concerns, comment. Next time I actually stay on longer. If we get more interaction, more questions, as always, feel free to follow us on all forms of social media at King Visions FX, also Pips Over Pass. It's Nicholas Cunty here again, hoping that we catch some or enjoy this weekly preview with you guys, and looking forward to catching some big pips. We're out, and you guys take care. Enjoy your trading week.